Hey everyone, and welcome to Fredo's Workshop. This is my first video, Intro to 3D Printing. What I'm going to show you now is a 3D printer, the actual machine. This one specifically is a Flash Forge Creator Pro, and it's the one that I own. So here, let's take a quick look at how these 3D printers are made. So now, if you look, it's made up of two major components. You have here, which is the print bed, and up here, which is the extruder. And in this case, it's a dual extruder, so you can print with two different colors or two different kinds of materials. Now, that's basically how the majority of these types of printers work. You have your bed, and you have your extruders, and then you have your tubes, which feed the filament through the tubes, and then through these, well, what you're seeing here are actual motors that push the, here, I'll show you the filament, where you see the filament here, push the filament, the motor pulls the filament through, and it pushes it through this extremely hot nozzle here, which then sticks to the bed. Well, you hope so anyway. And when you actually start getting into 3D printing, you'll know that getting that first layer is the hardest part of 3D printing. But once you get it, it's pretty simple because the machine does most of the work. And that's it. So that's what happens. You have the hot plastic that gets stuck onto the bed, and it basically keeps printing layer by layer. Let's put this camera back up on the monitor. Okay, we're back. So that's how the 3D printers, commercial desktop 3D printers, the XYZ or the Cartesian style printers work. And like I said, it extrudes plastic onto a heated bed. And again, this particular machine has a heated bed, but they don't all. But I recommend, if ever you do get a 3D printer, is get one with a heated bed, so it doesn't limit you on what you can do. So once the print is done, you'll have parts. Now, these three parts here are calibration parts. Basically, you print these to make sure your machine is working properly. If you look closely, I mean, if you look just like this, they look like three perfectly identical parts. But in reality, they're not. The printer itself has three settings. You have a fine print, a medium print, or a fast print, or if you want to call it draft. Now, what this means is that when it's actually extruding the plastic onto the bed, you're going to pick basically what the layer thickness is going to be. So if you're going to do a fast print or a draft print, you're going to go with the thickest layer, which in this case, and in most cases, is 0.4 millimeters. Then you have an option of going to a medium print, which ends up being at about 2 millimeters, and then you have a very fine print at 0.1 millimeters. What I'm going to show you, I'm going to try to cut into the video, are photo stills, well, not microscopic, but very close-up stills of how those three parts look when you're looking at the detail of the three layers. And it's pretty amazing because looking from here, they don't look different. But when you start looking at them closely, well, you can even see them by eye, but even more so in the photos, you'll see that they're very different. So here we go. Here are the microscopic photos that we were talking about. And if you look from left to right, you notice the progression of low to high resolution print. And as you notice on the far left one is the lowest resolution. As you can see that it has the thickest layers. And as you go to the right, where you can see the highest resolution, you see the very fine layers. It's amazing that you can see the difference and how the printer actually works, where it's literally laying down every layer one by one on top of each other. So it's as if as you're coloring, and you just keep coloring over the same spot. You're just building up material over and over again. So that's it. That's pretty much the, I mean, real like a real quick overview of a 3D printer. You have your actual printer. You have a bed. You got some nozzles that get really hot. You push some plastic through those nozzles, and the nozzles will slowly deposit the plastic onto your bed, and then it repeats itself hundreds, thousands of times, depending on the size of the print. And like we said, you have options on how fine or how fine or not fine, or low or high resolution you want to print. So that's it. That's pretty much a very quick intro to 3D printing. And hope you liked the video, and leave your comments, give me suggestions, and if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll answer them in the next video. Thanks for watching.